Hello everyone and welcome back to Don't Starve. I'm just going to jump straight back in where I was. So I think we're going to have an adventure ahead of us. We need to go look for garbage. And so we need to go visit our bubble-bellied bon vivant of a friend, the Pig King. But we don't have anything really to give to him. So right now we're in a situation where I need to go find some garbage. I need to go find some refuse, some, offal, some gubbin, some rubbish, and so forth. I think I said that already. But it's nighttime, so let's go find ourselves our beefalo friends, and we need to get some shaving done. And my torch is rapidly running out, so I'm going to go ahead and make myself another one. There we are. We have another torch, just in case. And beefalos, where are you? And right when that swaps out, we're going to equip it. Beefalos. They're hiding in the dark. They know I'm coming with a razor. With my nasty pupilless stares. Now, where are you, beefalos? Huh. Well, I guess I'll go back to camp then, and we'll just build some of the things we need to build right now. Namely, a science engine. We need to cook up some food for tomorrow's adventures. And once we get that done, we're going to go look for headstones and graves. So let's build our science engine. And I'm going to build one of each, just so you can see what they look like. There's science machine number 1. And science machine number 2, I don't know if I want to build right now. I don't think I have enough materials to do so, but we do need to handle some of our storage as well. So I'm going to make some planks. There we are. And now that we have planks, I'm going to craft myself a chest, which I think I'll put right over here. I am going to move my campfire just in case I get attacked. And I pretty much wasted that torch, but oh well, they're easy to make. And now what we're going to do with this chest, it looks like they made chests hold more. I remember chests didn't really hold this much. What we're going to do with chests is we're just going to put some of the things in here that we don't feel like carrying around with us. So the monster meat, actually the monster meat we're going to put straight into the research engine because it's going to go bad. That's actually, it's going to be tough for me to adapt to the new situation where food goes rotten. It's going to be difficult to accumulate wealth. And so what I would like to do is just burn it right now for research points. And as you can see, I'm getting about 12 research points every single time. Not about, actually. Can I put a bunny in here? Aw, that's disappointing. I should be able to sacrifice bunnies. Alright, so we're going to drop him on the ground. Sorry, bunny. It's for the greater good. Not for your greater good, but for my greater good. If we're speaking to the greater good of bunny kind right here, this is more than definitely not for the greater good of your people. It's definitely for the greater good of me, but I don't want to kill too many bunnies. And I still feel guilty about that every time I do it. I don't want to kill too many bunnies, because then Krampus will show up, and Krampus will cramp our style. And I don't like having my style cramped, unfortunately. Now, our traps are just catching like crazy, which is good. But we need travel food for the next day or so. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this last couple seconds here before we leave camp to go look for some gravestones. We're going to go on a grave adventure, you might say. And I'm going to chop down some of these trees. And once I get them down, we'll have wood to make campfires and so forth while we're out in the field. I may cook up some more seeds. Seeds seem to hold for a really long time. So they really do seem to be a really good travel food. So that's, I think, what I'm going to stick with. I don't want to carry too much wood around with me, because it is going to take up space, but we do want to have some pine cones and some things like that so that when we make our temporary fire, we can get it done. We also want to shave our beefalos as soon as possible, because it's now day 10, guys. We are just surviving and thriving right now. And on day 10, unfortunately, the beefalos can swap over to mating mode, which means they just go nutty. They get little red baboon butts, and they are just generally unpleasant to be around during mating season. You kind of want to avoid them. They will aggro you very easily. And I'm going to replant my fields before I go. And we're off. So let's go ahead. And actually, I'm going to put my stone in my chest too. Once we put the stone in the chest, we're going to start exploring a bit. And we may actually want to make some armor and some weapons just in case. So what do we need for the log suit? Let's go ahead and make one of those. So let's go make some ropes. And I'm not going to adventure with the backpack on. The backpack is useful, but now that we have a chest down, I would like the extra carrying space, but I really want to avoid being dead. Being dead is not something that I really want to strive for at this given time. I guess we'll carry the food with us. What else? we're kind of lacking for space at the moment. We'll put the backpack in there. Oh, it won't let me. So I guess I'll just leave the backpack on the ground. We'll make another one if we really need it. And the backpack has our stuff in it still. I'm going to leave the razor here as well. I'm going to leave... Well, we'll go ahead and eat the berries and a durian. I know we can probably cook this. Let's cook the durian and we'll eat that as well. An extra smelly durian. Fantastic. So apparently we need a breath mint. We are going to eat these morsels, I think. There we are. So now we're off. We're ready to go. I should make a spear. I need another rope. There we go. And so now we are armed and we are ready for combat against whatever may come across. Now I'm going to grab manure as I'm running here. Let's take a quick look at the map and see where we should be headed off to. I don't really want to go down into the swamp just yet, so I'm hoping that this island has another land bridge. So let's take a look around. I'm going to head southward. And as you can see, I've got a cool little vest made out of wood now. My wooden vest is indeed the best. Now, there are some rocks that I can farm here. And speaking of rocks, I'm so excited. Oh my god, I just watched the developer update for this game. It is going to be incredible. You're going to be able to build walls and floors and houses and things. They're adding like a new kind of like nether region that you can teleport to once you build a big machine that you jump into. Kind of a la Back to the Future. It's going to be ridiculously awesome. And we do not have a lot of grass right now, so I am going to pick up a bunch of grass just in case. And god, we are not going to get much exploring done today. So I may choose to follow the road by torchlight. Let's see here. Yeah, we'll probably do that. Unfortunately, I won't be able to carry a spear if I do that. But the torch can be used as a weapon in the pinch, and actually against certain enemies it sets them on fire, does all kinds of damage, and is just generally a pleasurable experience watching your foes run in circles in a giant conflagration of pain, which I feel is something that Willow would enjoy. She's kind of crazy. She got crazy eyes, so I think she probably enjoys the conflagration of her enemies. She enjoys the conflagration of everything else. The constant conflagration of her... I don't know. I ran out of words. So checking the edges of the island here. No more seeds, unfortunately. We've got about 10 seconds left before this rolls over, with no land bridge to show for it. And I'm going to go ahead and make my torch. There we are. And I'm going to swap that because I would like to continue traveling through the night here. I don't really want to waste time standing around a campfire if I can help it. Especially since we are on film right now, so it's going to get a little dark. I'm not going to lie to you guys. It's going to be a tad dark. But bear with me, you're not going to have a whole lot of view distance. But the nice thing is, I can't see either. So we are both blind together, fumbling through the darkness in just a cavalcade of ignorance. So, thus far, it looks like my fears may be confirmed. And we may not be able to find our way off of this one, unfortunately. It doesn't make for a very entertaining episode running in circles, but we do need to find gravestones, because I would like to just get a large stockpile of gold by gifting as much as possible to the Pig King, and I really don't want to give him food. You can gift him with food and he'll give you gold, but right now our food supplies are not incredible. They're decent. I'm going to be surviving mostly off of seeds for the next little bit, I think. But, is that a land bridge? Hey, we found it. Alright. Oh, and my torch is almost done, so let's make another one. There we are. Just to make sure the grue is not sticking to us like glue, and if we die to something stupid like that, it would definitely put a damper on my evening. Rumble Blankets definitely seems quite intent on killing us. It looks like we've hit a Badlands biome. Maybe we'll come across a Chester bone here. But thus far, we have adventured through the night. I don't want to walk too close to trees with my torch. I don't remember if your torch can ignite trees. I think it can. I know your campfires can, but your torch maybe not. I hear hounds. And I ate all my morsels. That's doubly bad. Crap. I don't really think we're ready for hounds yet. Oh, freebie hits. Ah! Go away, hounds. See if I can fight back here. Alright, the hound is down. Unfortunately, his tooth flew off into the water, which is very disappointing. But we survived our first hound attack. They only get worse. They only amplify. There only becomes more of them. So it's going to be something we're going to have to contend with more and more in the future as time goes along. It's part of the game. They've added this to kind of make it so that there's a sense of just overbearing doom. Basically, they're acting as our zombie. They're like, if you look at games like Project Zomboid and things of that nature, things get worse over time. Well, for Don't Starve, the things that get worse are hounds. And generally, there's a bunch of other gameplay mechanics they're gonna start to raise their ugly heads as you get further and further in. A lot of them are triggered by days, and I actually kind of lost track of time. I think after the 10th day is when hounds start to show up. I think you get an extra hound like every couple days after that until you've just got dozens of them chasing you. We're not going to waste our time with stone right now. I absolutely realize that I could be breaking down all this stone to get gold. However, I can't carry any more stuff. That sucks. Well, there you go. Eat the berry anyways. And just to keep us from being twig wanting, I am going to pick these saplings for just a moment. Take a quick second to take a look at the map. And this is going to be the kind of area that we want to look out for our good friends, the gravestones. And if we can find them, we can dig up a bunch of treasure, and then we can take it back to the Pig King and get ourselves giant piles of gold in a situation very similar to Spirited Away, where he just goes, huh? And he just summons a bunch of gold. Although his is more like, nah. Like it's a little more offensive. There's fireflies around. We haven't caught any yet, but there's not really, I don't think there's a lot of patterns that use the fireflies for anything really useful. I think I'm going to steal this egg down here. Oh, wait, I can't carry anything else. Never mind. That's a waste of time. And that one is coming after me. And now... Are they going to fight each other? I hope so. Fight each other. Get killed, tall bird. I tried to steal your babies. It's like a tall bird Amber Alert out right now. They're all rallying the troops. No gravestones thus far, which is... Well, I mean... Not disappointing. I didn't expect to find what I wanted so quickly. However, this island seems to be a little confused. It doesn't know what biome it wants to be. We've got almost every biome on this one little area. In fact, I think we have every biome. Badlands, forest, basically everything but pasture. And if we come across a pasture, we'll know that this island is definitely a jack of all trades, which is semi-tempting. If it had a beefalo herd over here, I would almost consider relocating my camp. Almost. But then again, what can you do? I don't really want to carry flowers around until we get a little further. Once we have some pigmen under our charge, we'll definitely want to feed them some flower petals, some greenery, and some roughage to get them to just poop like crazy so that we can continue fertilizing our fields without the use of beefalos. However, for the time being, my inventory is quite full, and I don't feel like wasting my time carrying around a bunch of things that aren't going to be useful to me. So we'll eat those other berries, and we are completely full. Our tank is running on F, which is definitely more preferable than E. And now, hopefully, we find at least 2 or 3 gravestones. It would be disappointing if we don't find one in this episode. But if we don't, I'll probably cut to the next episode, try and find them, and then cut the next episode in whenever I find them. This log suit was surprisingly good. I rarely use the log suit. But actually, we got bit by a hound, and it didn't even really matter. It just bounced right off. So apparently hounds can't really puncture through wood, which explains why all the trees are still around. The hounds just can't eat them. But I'm really disappointed that his tooth fell out into the water. That really sucks, because I would have liked to have used those teeth for various things, such as making traps. You can use the teeth to make a super cool kind of cudgel. And I didn't see any mist anywhere. And mist is usually a pretty good indicator that gravestones are around. I didn't see any on that island, so we're just going to keep on moving. We're going to continue our adventure and just kind of see where we end up. Our exploration is going to continue forth. We're going to be uninhibited. We are not going to worry about it. We're just going to keep on moving. Go away, crow. Now, it looks like we've got another forest biome. Wow, the biomes seem to be a lot more mixed than the last time I played. We've got a mandrake here. And another beefalo herd. Oh, it's mating season. You can see their little butts are red. That means it's beefalo mating season. It means that they are not very friendly right now, so you probably want to stay away from them. We don't really have the equipment that I would like for beefalo hunting at the moment, and plus, beefalo hunting amplifies your naughtiness rating by a ton. If you start killing beefaloes, Krampus will show up very rapidly, and we aren't equipped to deal with Krampus yet either. Now, I would like to kill Krampus at some point so we can get a hold of his super cool sack. I understood how that sounded as it came out of my mouth, but we do want to hold Krampus's sack because it holds a lot of items. It's amazing. So we just want to hold it. We want to hold it close to us and fondle it. And we found our graves? All right, we found graves. So this is probably a good spot to break off this episode. There are spiders everywhere. I'm going to fight with them because I'm ready for war here. God, they're everywhere. Ow, ow, go away, no. And we're going to do what we can to kite them. Spider kiting. And in general, I try to target the same spider every single time, and I think I may have bit off more than I can chew here. What I'm going to do is equip the torch, and we're just going to strike the spiders with a torch for now. Oh my god, and they're everywhere. Okay, so yes, I have made quite a mistake right now. Hopefully they'll de-aggro. We're going to run into the forest, and hopefully they will lose us. And I think we lost. I hear the clicking and clacking of their horrible little feet. Did we lose them? I think we lost them. Okay. So we're going to go back here. I'm going to set up a campfire for the evening. There we are. And my name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me in this next episode of our Let's Play of Don't Starve. If you enjoyed it, feel free to go check out the game. I'll put it down in the comments so that you can go get it if you really want to. And I will see you guys all next time. Take care out there.